Hello, Leslie Nicole with French Kiss Collections. Today I'm going to talk about using these watercolor spot textures that I've created. Now these are flattened files, isolated on white and ready to go as is. But today I'm going to talk about how to use these in conjunctions with other textures and what I called using an enhanced transparency technique. Okay, let's see what happens when we place one of these spot textures on a colored texture background. Now, first we need to get rid of the white, and the easiest way to do that is to set your blend mode to multiply, and that will immediately knock out the white background and blend in nicely with whatever your background is. Now, watercolor is a transparent medium, so you do want quite a bit of blending to happen, but I find that depending on the background, sometimes multiply just looks a bit dull. I'm going to show you an extreme example over here. Let's go back to normal on this. This watercolor texture has quite a bit of bright purples and lavenders. When I set that to multiply on a darker background, that just looks pretty blah. So I did some experimentation with using the textures on normal blend mode and getting rid of the white by using a mask. But you know, even then, it looks a bit fake, doesn't it? It looks sort of like the watercolor sitting on top of the texture. And even changing the opacity, it just looks chalky. So that wasn't the solution either. So after quite a bit of trial and error playing around, I've come up with a method that I called enhanced transparency that combines the blending of multiply with the normal blend mode to keep those nice bright tones. Now I'm going to show this to you quickly and then I'll break it down for you a little bit. So first we have a layer that we're going to set to multiply. Then we add another layer where a mask is going to be applied to take out the white background, and that's set to normal. Then using the opacity, we're going to bring down the opacity on the normal blend mode layer until you reach what I call the sweet spot. And that's going to be totally different depending on the texture and the background. What you want to do is look mostly in the middle of your texture. When it starts looking like it's blending in but retaining some of the brightness, that's where you stop. On this one it's about 54%, but sometimes I've seen it be as low as maybe 20%. And look mostly in the middle, because on the edges the edges is where it tends to go even more transparent on a watercolor. So we're going to do additional blending with a layer mask along the edges to get more transparency. And I've already have this layer mask prepared, so I'm going to turn it off here so you can see the difference. Here it is turned off, here it is turned on. Okay, I'm going to go back over here to this extreme example so you can see what a difference this can make. Again, here is our texture placed in multiply blend mode on a pretty dark background. And when I add the normal masked layer, boom. See what a difference that makes? Okay, so in part 2 of this video, I'm going to break things down for you, show you how to knock out the white, and show you the layer mask information in detail. So go ahead and watch part 2 now.